Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Fucking this hacker on Skype right now.
Wait, what's going on? I just started recording here.
This hacker on Skype is trying to, get me to click on something that's going to, blow up my computer or steal $1 million. Well, not $1 million, but $500,000 from me. And I'm just crushing them. Like, I want to copy all this and paste it on Facebook.
What do you mean? You got an email from this person? Is one of those emails?
It was like a message, like Skype chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'll just read it. It's pretty funny. So at first it's like, "Hey," with a smiley face, and I'm like, "Who is this?" After saying "hey" to me like 10 times, I finally responded like 15 minutes ago. "Who is this?" She responds, "Yay, someone to talk to. I'm a little forgetful. Have we chatted before?" I go, "Why is your name Passion Kitty Z84? That's a pretty fake-sounding screen name unless you're some weird hacker who lives in their parents' basement, has no life, and gets off on trying to catfish someone, I guess, on Skype. Ha ha ha. Jennifer is my real name, but all my friends call me Jenny." And I go, "And Jenny, how old are you?" She goes, "I'm 23, smiley face with the tongue sticking out. Why is your name Passion Kitty Z84? Okay. Your username seemed familiar. Sorry, I was just looking for someone to talk with. I hope you don't mind chatting with a bored single 23 female, LOL. So you single? ? I go, "You normally just Skype message strangers? Very unsafe." She goes, "What kind of girls are you into? Do you like nerdy girls?" And I go, "What? Is this for real?" She goes, "Yes, I'm real." And I go, "But what are you trying to ask me?" She says, "You should know nerdy girls and redheads are the biggest freaks. I have some free time now. My roommate went out. I love to tease. Want to see? It's up to you. I'm in the mood, LOL." I go, "I'm not into redheads." She goes, "Okay, let me set up my cam and I'll show you my sexy little outfit and maybe what's under it. Just promise you won't share my profile with anyone else or take pictures of me naked, okay?"
It seems reasonable. So that's as far as we got.
No, I responded with, "Remember the Titans."
So what happened there? That was it?
It was like she's not listening to me. Like, I already told her I don't like redhead. So then she responds, "My cell is," and it's like a link of just like random letters and numbers. "Please don't give that out, LOL." And I respond, "That's not a phone number." Boom! Nice try, hacker.
Yeah, they're just waiting to send you some sort of link so you can click on and your whole computer explodes.
Right. After I said that, "Nice try, hacker," she wrote, "Okay, my profile is another link. If you accept the invite, let me know what your username you make on there so that I can add you, and then we can cam each other." So should I just tell her I made up a fake username?
Yeah, why not?
All right. My username is Biff.
Biff Boners. Biff Boners with a Z.
Biff Boners 84.
Biff Boners 69.
No, I'm going to go with 84 because that's what she used.
Oh, yeah. She. We're assuming it's a she.
Yeah, remember she said her name is Jenny. Where are you?
Yeah.
She just said, "Where are you?" ? Right here.
I wonder who is really behind that. Like, who is on the other side of these?
I know.
Because I often get, like the emails, and now working for a company, I monitor like the inbox, and there a bunch of emails always come to the inbox, of the company, but it's like, hey, I'm a prince out in some sort of island. I want to wire you $3 million. I just need your information. Like, who is actually behind this? Who's doing this, and who actually falls for it? Like, is there somebody that's like, "Oh wow, a prince just reached out to me on my Hotmail account,
yeah,
for $3 million. Yeah, I might as well give him all the information: my social security number, my parents' information, my home address." Like, who actually falls for that? I don't know if anybody really does, or if it's like old people, or
I think there are just a lot of dumb people, gullible people that think they can get rich quick out there. and they just fall for it day and night. This internet just pries on the weak.
It's crazy, man.
I'm asking them, who are you really? What's your real name? Because you're obviously like some sort of hacker, somebody trying to get money.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a hacker or just maybe somebody trying to spread a virus to you. I don't know. I don't know what the point of all this stuff is. Like, well, I understand, if you're giving somebody your personal information, then they can hack into your account. But the people that like send these links that like, hey, here's a screenshot of your bank account, and then you click on it, and then your whole computer goes like, is it just people just trying to fuck with you for the sake of fucking with you, or is it like, is there a point to it? Can they then climb in your computer and steal your information? I don't know what the point of it all is.
I know. I asked Agnew about that, and he's like, well, a lot of them are just like someone creates, that thing where you click it and it blows your computer up. They create that, and then they just send it. I don't know where, but like into the internet. And if you accidentally click on something wrong, then it gets you.
Yeah.
It's just random.
Well, I've contracted viruses through clicking on, like, when I used to work at the radio station, like trying to find images of like, musical artists, not even anything bad, but like, Foo Fighters or something. And I click on the wrong picture associated with the wrong website, and then the computer, it just goes down, Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to do that to a Mac, but I guess it happens.
But we didn't have Macs. We had, like,
of course,
computers from 1985. The first computers ever made were at that radio station.
Oh my gosh, what a crap hole! We gotta go back and visit that radio station.
Are you talking about the Bone or
no?
Oh, Forever?
Quick Rock that really rocks, or whatever the hell it is.
Dude, surprisingly, Quick Rock and the facilities were 10 times better than where I worked at the Bone.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, I got paid more because it was a bigger market at the Bone. But I worked in a house. It was like
what? Like
a small house.
Like
it's a house converted. Would you say like what?
Remember Dame Broadcasting?
Yeah, but that was still an office. I mean, this is like an actual like house. Like, I was on a street in Stroudsburg where there was houses that were converted, either like, I think across the street from us was like a lawyer or something, but it was like a house converted into a radio station. So, separate rooms, obviously, like any building. But I mean, the thing was like falling apart. It had a basement, it had a crawl cellar, but the thing was like a dilapidated building. It was a complete shithole.
Yeah, you didn't have the finest equipment in the land. Yeah, that's true. No. Forever was like a new building.
Yeah, it was a fairly nice building. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but it was. That Quick Rock studio that we eventually were you were around when we were in the big one, right? Or did you leave before? No, you left before that.
I left on a high note. I got out of there.
Did you really? So you only experienced the tiny one,
right?
Huh?
Yeah, I brought them to greatness on the to and it propelled them into the bigger studio.
Because we were in like a closet, but then we went to the bigger studio was much better.
Oh, I can imagine. You have like the guest mics.
Yeah, we had a couple of mics. Yep.
Wow.
But for Dame, that was a pretty big studio. Right? I mean, the one that Quick Rock was in at Dame Broadcasting was a fairly decent size. Yeah,
it wasn't bigger, I don't think, than the one, the bigger one at Forever.
No, it was probably around
that big.
It was smaller than the one at Forever.
Fish's little, pod back there was pretty big, though.
Yeah.
His command center.
Yeah, his command. Yeah, yep.
So, do you think they'll let us in? Is there anybody there that would even recognize you or me? Maybe Mike Nuasu.
Maybe Mike. Yeah, Mike probably board hopping. He'll be board hopping the Penn State game. I might know one guy that's there, Jason. I think he still works there, but
Jason.
I'm sure Jerry works weekends. He's probably still working weekends 15 years later.
He's working weekends?
I don't know. I mean, he's still working there, so.
Wow, that's true. Wait, I thought he was on like Froggy, or is that the same thing now?
Same thing as what? It's the same. It's owned by Forever.
Same building?
Same building, yeah.
Wow.
They didn't have Froggy when I was there. It was just light.
Right.
What started off the the Bone. Quick Rock, Hot, The Bus,
Hot.
and then ESPN and WRSC or whatever the news station was.
The Bus.
The Bus. But then
90
they acquired Froggy there.
What was it? 93.7.
93.7.
93.7 The Bus. Tony Riccardi. Do you think he's still there making $8.95 an hour? He really broke through. You know what? I really believe Jerry Valeri could do a much larger market than that. I really think that.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, it's kind of like I feel like a lot of with the small market radio and even slightly larger where I was at with the Bone, everybody I worked with, minus pretty much Gina and I, were all locals. Like the DJs and stuff, people who worked there were all from the area. The only imports were Gina and I. Gina coming from, she's from Virginia, but she was living in Philly. And me, like I moved to take the job. But all the other DJs are from the Lehigh Valley. So I feel like the people that, except for Tony, up in State College, I bet you a lot of the people that work there, either in sales or on the air, are from that area. Because Jerry grew up, I think in Milesburg or one of those hick towns around there. Wasn't he from?
I know he was from around there. I don't know where it was. I think it may have been State College itself.
Was he from State College? I thought it was one of the other.
I don't know.
But
that's true. The local thing is huge. I just started listening to a local radio music station, dude. Well, I don't think you would like it, but you'd appreciate it because there aren't that many stations like it around here. It's almost like alt rock from our generation.
Oh, nice. See, that's what I've been yearning for.
Yeah, and it's called. It used to be ESPN Radio, but now they're on like Radio HD, whatever I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know why anybody would have that. And it's 104.3 The Shark.
Huh.
I was like, yes, this is great.
And it's good alternative music, like not the crap that they play nowadays. Like, what do you hear? Like Smashing Pumpkins?
I heard
and
Beck Loser. I heard
Nice.
Pumpkins. I heard... and then there's like random new stuff that I didn't mind. It wasn't like, the poppy crap.
Ugh, awful.
Yeah. You got to keep your ear to the street, though. You never know when a good new band could show up.
Well, I kind of given up on that alternative genre. I mean, I can't even listen to some of these alternative stations around here because it went from playing what I thought was alternative rock to now all like stuff I don't even recognize. And I don't know, maybe I'm kind of at that age that I'm like kind of set in my ways and I listen to what I've always listened to and I don't really listen to anything new, but I don't know.
And you gotta. Music never stops. There's always going to be somebody that'll come out that you'll like this chick. Yeah. Ooh.
Jeez.
Excuse me. That was gross.
Sound like a bullfrog.
Ellie King. ELLE King. Her song X's and O's. I liked it. It came on today, and I was grooving to that groove.
Ellie King. I think I've heard that name.
She's kind of hot too.
Is she?
Yeah. Not bad.
You know who I do? Actually, you know what? We better kick things off. It's been 13 minutes into the show. It is the Brilliant Show.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
I'm Scotty Brilliant. I'm chatting with my main Biff.
What up,
John Hassinger, and we were just talking about, obviously, music. Because, I wanted to incorporate music into the show because I'm so used to music. But Ellie King, and you know who's another artist that I don't mind? I don't think she's alternative. I think she's pop, but... Ellie Goulden.
Well, I was digging her.
Yeah, you were digging Ellie. You like Ellie Goulden?
Who's that? Goulden?
Ellie Goulden. She's that British chick.
Lights?
Lights, yes.
Let me hear it.
Lights. She also sings, Gonna let it burn, 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 burn.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna let it burn, 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 burn.
Those songs that you can't not know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like impossible.
I know.
Hey, you're a big fan of M. Night Shyamalan. Did you see The Visit?
It comes out tomorrow, or this Friday, right?
Oh, yeah, no, it's September 11th. I forgot.
Okay, so not even this Friday.
Idiot.
Is it this Friday? No, next Friday.
They're playing it. I want to see it. I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
It looks very creepy. I don't think he directed it though. He has something to do with it, but I don't think he's the director, is he?
No, yeah, he did like
Because I heard it was like very, very low budget. Like he kind of just pulled from his own money to.
it seems like there's 5 actors in the whole thing. It's the grandparents, the grandkids, and the mom, and at a house in Philadelphia or the suburbs.
Now, was reading that they were saying that this might be like a make it or break it movie from him. But I think people demand so much from him because his first, he was supposed to be this huge like sci-fi director, and I thought his movies were good. I remember you, me, and Mike saw Lady in the Water, right?
Lady in the Water. No, we saw it with Jess and Kristen.
Oh, it was us. Us. Okay. I thought that was. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't great. It was okay. I thought it was entertaining. I thought Unbreakable was cool.
Unbreakable was great.
Yeah, I thought it did keep going. You're absolutely right. Sixth Sense was good. Signs I thought was cool.
Yeah.
I liked The Village, but I think people are very critical of him more so than any other director, it seems.
Yeah, because he's inconsistent. Well, he knocked it out of the park right away. His Sixth Sense was huge, and it was very, very popular. So then everybody had this like expectation on him, and it was like everyone loved The Sixth Sense, but then after that, every movie it was like split down the middle. Like half the people loved it, half the people like didn't get it.
Yeah.
And it just kept going that way. I watched Devil.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Loved it.
That was real good.
And it reinstated my my faith in him, and that's why I'm excited about The Visit.
I don't think that was him though.
He was involved. He had a lot to do with it.
That was when everybody was in an elevator.
Yeah,
I thought that was a foreign movie. No, it was an American-made movie.
Yeah, it was in Philly.
It was made in Philly?
Filmed in Philadelphia, yeah. I mean, don't you remember the beginning? It's so crazy. It's like upside down, and it's like floating by the George Washington Bridge.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then the Walt Whitman.
That was a creepy movie, right? What wasn't the...
Yeah.
They just ended up killing each other off in the elevator until they figured out who the devil was?
Yes, and that guy is like, that Latin dude. He's like, He sees the face in the computer. Yeah. And nobody wants to believe him, but then the main guy is like struggling with it. I don't know. It was good. I
got goosebumps, man. That was a creepy movie.
Yeah.
Well, The Visit reminds me of. It was funny because when I saw an advertisement for it, I said to Nat, "I'm like, didn't we see that movie already?" And she's like, "How do we see it? It hasn't come out yet." But, dude, Google. You'll see what I'm talking about here. Google The Taking of Dorothy something. And it's
Taking of Dorothy something. That does not sound like a movie title.
The Taking of Dorothy, and then I don't remember the last part of it.
Of Deborah?
Deborah, yeah.
Deborah Logan?
Deborah Logan, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Taking of Deborah Logan.
It's like almost like the exact same thing. It's an old woman who they think has Alzheimer's, but she's really possessed by the devil.
I don't think I want to watch that.
That one's creepy too. That's real creepy.
I can see the like trailer, and it's just like on mute, and I don't want to even put sound to this. It looks too creepy. But I like a good scare. I like a good weird mystery. M. Night Shyamalan, he loves Hitchcock. He's super Hitchcock fan. So his movies play out like Hitchcock. They're easy to follow until they're not.
Until you're totally confused.
Yeah.
Well, I like the whole twist ending thing. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the Twilight Zones because every Twilight Zone was a twist, and I think it's really cool when you get let down one path. You're led down one path, and then the end is something totally like The Village. It had you thinking that there was like these monsters that were trying to get these villagers, and then you figure out that they were fake monsters to try to keep the villagers in this village and not let them go into the outside world. And it's just, I thought that was cool at the end. I really did.
And then you have the movie Signs that I really liked, but the plot was just so dumb. It made no sense. Why would aliens attack a planet that's 75% water, and that's the only thing that kills them? So when it rains, their invasion's over. So stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we handled them in like an afternoon. It's like 2 hours. Mel Gibson killed them all.
Because it rained?
Yeah, it rained, and he dropped a glass of water.
Yeah.
God.
I just like the one scene where it's like the Spanish birthday party, and then you see that alien come creeping by. He's like tiptoeing by. Don't mind me.
Just a naked green human, basically.
Just trying to get by here.
Right.
Heading to Dunkin' Donuts.
But I liked it for some reason. I liked the story around the aliens.
Yeah, I thought that
You know what I mean?
because so many alien movies are just other than Alien itself. I mean, I don't remember a really good alien movie. Like
Right.
it had to do with true aliens, not like something like the Predator or or some sort of far-fetched alien, but like a real alien from outer space. So I thought Signs was kind of very true to that kind of interpretation of what we think aliens would look like: tall, gangly,
Yeah. Green.
Yeah.
No, but I agree. That's so true. The only good alien movies are called Alien.
Yeah.
They kind of like closed the book on any kind of alien movie.
Yeah, and even so, I mean, that took place on a ship. So, right? I mean, it was.
Well, now I'm starting to renege on what I just said because there's like E.T., Star Wars, Super 8. That was a great alien movie.
But I'm talking about
J.J. Abrams.
I'm talking about like where aliens
Like we're at
war. I mean, I guess there's like War of the Worlds and stuff like that.
Independence Day.
Okay, so maybe I'll take back my statement. But
Aliens is like the leader of that group.
Yeah,
they're super successful, super scary. I mean, I'm pretty sure they won Oscars.
Oh, they definitely did. Yeah,
Right.
I think it was like a 4-star movie, Alien, the first Alien.
Yeah. Like Rocky.
Exactly like Rocky. Dude, before I called you to get our show started, I was flipping out. Did you ever get in fights with inanimate objects because you're already like in like a tired mood and you just don't feel like dealing with something that won't work for you when it should work?
Yes.
You've done that a lot because I do that all the time.
Yeah, I used to. I don't anymore.
So you've calmed down a little.
I've learned to really take a breath before I approach any foreign object.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to just smash it if it wasn't working. This is the big TV that I bought a couple weeks ago, but I'm in the one. We have 2 like living rooms, and I'm in the one, and I wanted to change the channel because I just wanted to put on like something in the background of our show. I was going to put on the Phillies Mets game, and I couldn't. I put on the guide, and I'm flipping down the guide page, and it freezes, and it won't go. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I shut the TV off, and I turn it back on again, and then it's still stuck on that on that screen. It's almost like my TV froze.
Wait a minute. You turned off the TV?
I shut off the TV and the cable. Like I turned off the
box,
and then I turned it back on. And it was still stuck on that screen. And then finally, I got it off that screen, and it said can't access network right now. Like it couldn't change the channel.
Oh my!
So I don't know. It's Comcast. So.
Comcast. Hey, I told you about Comcast, right?
What about them?
How they called me and they're like, we would like to upgrade you, and I was like, all right, what does that mean? And they kept trying to basically give me a lot more, but at the same price. So I was like, no, I'll just keep what I have. And they're like kind of pushing me. They're like, look, it's the same thing. It's just upgraded and it's the same price. And I was like, well, I'd like it to be less. And they were like, okay, we'll waive this and that. And I was like, deal. They came here like 2 days later, set it all up, and everything's brand new and totally different and high tech, and it's cheaper. But then, so I was like, yes, Comcast, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, there's got to be a...
Then, last night, or I guess...
They shut everything off.
Sunday night, Heather and I get home from Colorado at 3 a.m. So it's technically Monday morning. And she goes in there and tries to turn on the TV and just, it doesn't turn on. So she just turns it off. So I don't know that. So then Monday night, she tries to do the same thing, turns the TV on, and the TV is just blinking pink. I'm like, oh no, what is this? Now these new boxes, these new cable boxes that are really cool and sleek, they never turn off. They're like they're like connected to a network, and just you leave them alone.
That's what I have. Yeah, it stays on.
So I don't know if Heather tried to turn it off and that jumbled it all up. She says she didn't, so I believe her. So now I got to call this guy.
Yeah,
because
good luck with that.
2 days into it. But the tech who came here and set it all up, he left me his number. I have it. It's not like 1-800-COMCAST.
Yeah.
It's my number.
Yeah. Good luck trying to get through.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Comcast was one of the worst experiences I've ever experienced. When just trying to, I was on the phone with them. If you check my call logs, I think I even talked about this in one of our shows. If you check my call logs, for the first 2 weeks that we were living in this house, I was on the phone with Comcast twice a day for 2 weeks.
Oh.
It was absolutely ridiculous. And finally, when somebody came out here, they sent like this 12-year-old Asian boy to set up the cable. And immediately he looks at the house and he's like,
boy.
Yeah, dude, he looked like he was 12. And he gets out of his van, and I'm already standing outside because the first time they said they came and they rang the doorbell and no one answered, which was a total lie because I was home all day waiting for them. So I was like, did they just
the event of your day?
I waited all day. I'm like, did they drive by and just look and were like, oh, no one's home? Like, even though I was there, clearly, like,
that's what they did.
Car was in the driveway.
Smoked the joint.
Probably. No, nobody's there. Let's go. Call it a day.
Tell. No one was there.
Yeah, no one was there. I could tell.
Nobody was playing in the yard.
Yeah.
No one was there.
I didn't see 2 cars in the driveway. I just saw one,
Yeah, so that means no one's there. Everyone took one car.
That means no one's there.
Such a broad assumption.
Oh, dude, it was ridiculous. So this dude finally drives up in his van. He gets out of his van, and I had gotten 4 cable boxes. I got 2 down here, 2 downstairs, one with a DVR, nice. 1 cable box in my room, and then I got a converter box, which is like $2 for Ben's room. When we eventually put a TV in there, it just has like basic channels, right?
Right.
So he looks at it. He goes, "Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a problem with the upstairs." I said, "What do you mean it's going to be a problem? I want it upstairs." He goes, "Well, I'm going to have to drill a hole into the house and drop the line down the side of the house." And I was like, "Why don't you drop it from the attic?" And he's like, "Oh, we don't do that anymore. Comcast won't let any of the techs do that because a lot of techs fell through the ceiling of the attic." And I was like, guys were falling through the ceiling. So he's like, "Yeah, it's more of a hazard." And we had a lot of like lawsuits because they were coming through the ceiling. So
they won't
I'm
give
like,
us the insurance.
Yeah, well, I was like, I don't want wires coming from the house. Like, I remember like the people that used to rent across the street from where we used to live in Easton. I don't know. They must have rigged like 12 different TVs. I was like 40 people living there, and it was a lot of people. And they had wires. I mean, it looked like tree limbs coming out of the house. They had so many different wires going from one room to another. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want my house to look like, I don't want wires dangling from the house. I was like, can you just staple them to the house, like run them alongside and tuck them in to the side? And he goes, well, I could, but they probably come loose and then they flap in the wind. So as he's telling me this, I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
Dude,
forget it.
Sounds like amateur hour.
Dude, I was like, forget it. And he's like, well, you got to let me know exactly what you want to do because I got to call in and cancel the 2 boxes so that then we're only, I'm only responsible for, I got to change the work order. So he does that, right? And he's downstairs and he's wiring it through the basement. And I'm getting furious upstairs. I walk downstairs. I'm like, what's your name? And his name was like Lou or something. And I was like,
Julio.
Lou. Yeah, I was like, Coolio, do you not feel like doing, is that what it is? You don't feel like doing the work? Are you like, and he started to come back at me. He's like, why would you say that? I'm just telling you how it's going to be. He's like, I already canceled the work order. I was like, well, you can't call back and, renew it. And you have the boxes with you.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, no, I can't do that. I have to come back again. I was like, I forget it. I'm like, just charge me for the 2 that you put in and leave. So he didn't talk to me the rest of the time. He like kind of left the paper.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was.
That was awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward. Yeah.
He was like, by the oh my god. So he just made like he was like it takes it's too much work to
That's what I thought. I
trying to
thought
wrap
that
my head around how it sounds like he really just was being lazy, and
I think
I'm amazed that you called him out.
I think he was, because I don't think he wanted the appropriate work to make it look nice against the house. I just didn't have wires dangling from the upstairs, which I
Right.
didn't want.
You
know?
got a lazy tech, a guy that didn't take pride in his work. You know, I've had guys come over here. The guy that came over here was like explaining components to me and waves and how energy in a room. He was like the cable guy almost.
Yeah, this guy did none of that.
It's heavy picks and humbars over here, so I'm going to move the furniture. Organize that for you. There you go. Steven. So, what are you doing later? But anyway, he was awesome, and this jerk didn't want to help you out. He should have just drilled a hole in the drywall and dropped the wire down the wall.
Exactly.
A hole at the bottom and pulled it out.
Exactly. That's what I wanted him to do. But you know what? It was almost past that point where I was going to just tell him to leave, because I wanted I wanted to have TV in at least one room so bad, because I'd waited so long that I was just like, just do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my dad about it, and he's like, we can just drop we can go up in the attic and drop the line down the wall, and we'll just drill it and run it,
Yeah.
But I haven't done it yet. I bought a stupid antenna from Amazon, one of those antenna pads that you put in your window, and it picks up the most random stations.
Awesome.
I have NBC 10. I have CBS. It doesn't pick up ABC 6, which is my favorite station because that's what Kimmel is on.
KYW. No, that's not.
That'd be channel. Yeah.
What is it?
That's
Action News.
Action News. Yeah.
Loved that.
Love Action News. That's the only news I watch is Action News, and then I get some weird channels. I get like 5 Spanish channels. I get Tough TV, which is just random. Like,
what is that?
I don't know. It's either motocross guys or guys like boxing with huge boxing gloves. It's a very strange channel. I don't know where it's
Jackass, basically.
It's like Jackass TV. I don't know where it comes from. I've never seen it before. I get a Decades show where it just shows like old reruns of like 1970s sitcoms.
What?
Yeah, it's very bad.
Awesome.
But it's a one-time fee. I bought an antenna for $25, and I don't have to pay for cable up there. So,
dude, you should get Ben the Amazon stick.
I got one. I got the Fire Stick. I haven't used it yet. I ordered it 2 months ago. I have not taken it out of the case yet.
It's good, dude. I am like on the verge of just completely canceling cable because of how much this thing has to offer.
Is it really that good?
You get Netflix and Hulu for $8 each a month, and then you have access to pretty much anything.
Wow.
It's unreal. You really only need like one TV where you can access cable.
Can you watch like Action News? Can you watch live shows, or is it all?
No, it's all other shows. That's what I said. You do need one TV where you can access cable.
Yeah.
They're not there yet, but they're getting there, baby.
Well, that's why I bought the Fire Stick.
I bet you the Action News has like an app, and you can just watch it on there anyway.
Probably.
I bet you they stream it live because this thing's just streaming constantly.
So you just keep it plugged into your TV.
I have it on pretty much 24/7.
Wow.
Walking Dead Season 2 is on right now.
So I should open them. I don't even know where it is, dude. I bought it.
Oh, it's a gold
when
mine.
I bought the antenna, which was after the cable guy wouldn't hook up. So that was probably about 2 months ago. Yeah. Cable guy.
Cable guy. See ya. Bye. Well, she responded, let me know when you're in, sweetie. You should see my cam, or I can send you a link again if you need. Sorry to rush you, but I got it. You're getting me so horny.
Oh, really? She said that?
I need to release some stress. Are you almost in? LOL. Ooh.
Oh, man. Persistence.
Yeah. You could really sell something legit if you tried.
Why don't you? Can you attach like a file of like someone's bare ass? Can you just put something on to send back to her? Like
like a picture?
Yeah, some picture of like some naked fat guy or something.
Yeah.
Just to see the reaction of the person on the other end.
I definitely could, but I'm afraid I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to keep on engaging because
I don't want to cross the streams too much. I only use the laptop for this.
Yeah.
If I get on the internet, get a picture, pull it on there, save it, then it's end of the world.
So, John, we got to talk about. Well, first of all, I it seems like the whole summer just kind of flew by, especially this past month, and it's hard to believe that Penn State's first game is this Saturday playing Temple at the Link.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I totally forgot. And my brother actually emailed me today. He goes, "Are you, the Temple, Penn State's playing at the Link this Saturday," and he lives in Philly, and I was like, holy hell! So I mean, I was looking at tickets. They're like the cheapest ones I found were $70 a piece. I don't know if I want to pay $150 for Nat and I to go see Penn State play Temple.
Yeah, and that's like a hike, and you got to get down to the city.
Yeah,
worst place in the world to
exactly.
drive.
It's almost like as I become older, I feel like more of my parents, where they find excuses not to do things because it's too much of a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
like I don't feel like fighting the traffic. By the time we get there, it'll be like 1, and then we'll have to drive back, and we'll be tired.
Yeah. We got to get up like 2 hours early, get everything ready, pack
lunch,
drive a fight track. The whole world's going to be going down there on one road, 76.
Yes.
And it's going to be backed up. And then Penn State's going to blow them out, and it's going to be over by halftime.
You think they'll blow them out? Because Temple's been gaining ground over the past couple of years. And Penn State.
Yeah, but the most recent few years, we've kind of stomped on them. And dude, Hackenberg needs to freaking show up, and I think he will.
Well, I think usually Penn State games are decided by the first couple of games, because I remember, I think it was my senior year when everybody thought they were going to be awesome back in 2004, and I remember the first game was Akron, and they like barely beat them. And
oh yeah,
I was like, well, the season's over. I mean,
yeah.
So
wait, is that when we had Michael Robinson?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we were pretty good. Beat Florida State? No.
The 2004, that was, I think, Robinson wasn't LJ on the team too.
Oh, yeah. LJ. Remember him?
And we sucked, I think. I think we were like maybe like 5 and like, I don't know. Nah, we won more than that. I mean, I don't think we were above half, were we? I don't know.
So it was after the year that they were really good when they beat Florida State. Didn't we beat Florida State in the Orange Bowl?
That was 2006, I think.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was 2006.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, we're huge fans.
Yeah, no. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you who the quarterback was last year. It's just kind of...
I mean, I have ADD, and it's a different player every year. I can't commit to a guy year by year. It's just too much. I have too much going on. I root for just the team as a whole.
Me too. I'm just not a big player stats guy. Like I can have a conversation with somebody and fake it. Like, oh, so the Jets got so-and-so in the draft. I'm like, oh, yeah, he looks good. He's going to help the team out, But I'll just watch the game. I know Revis is back, and the other guy is back. Who's the other one? Just came back, too.
Cromartie,
yeah, so that'll be good. Geno Smith, is he our quarterback? I don't know.
Geno Smith got punched in the face.
Yeah, so it's who's the quarterback then?
Oh, dude, Fitzy.
Oh, yeah.
Who is really good.
He should have been starting anyway.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, Geno sucks. Fitzy just got knocked around in Buffalo and in wherever the hell he just was. Houston. He played really good, though.
See, I don't even know. I mean,
he's good, man. I think that was a blessing for you guys. Geno getting knocked out. Sucks.
Punched in the locker room.
Owes the guy $600.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was about.
Oh, it was over money?
He owed that guy whose name I just can't remember. It's cool, but I just can't remember it. It's like
He had 2 letters for his first name, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like IK.
Yeah, IK.
IK, I don't know.
So is that pronounced Ick?
No, it's IK.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I gotta look it up now. IK. IK Enemkpali.
Wow.
Enemkpali.
Enemkpali.
Enemkpali. That is so cool. It's like hard to say.
Yeah, it's nuts. I would like to have my name be two letters and not even initials, just like 2 letters, like just 2 random letters, like DI.
Yeah, or IK.
Is your name Di? No, it's DI.
Or OK.
OK would be good too.
Ok.
Or even like two consonants, like SK.
Yeah.
SK.
TR.
But with Penn State, we got regardless of whoever we're playing in 3 weeks, we have a little reunion of sorts.
You don't know who they're playing?
No, I know. We're playing Rutgers. It's a night game. It's an 8 o'clock game.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, no.
Do you have tickets?
Bad news. No.
Okay. Are we going into the game, or what are we doing?
Tailgate. Go party, tailgate, go to a bar, watch half of it.
Hey, I think it's a better idea. I've had more fun tailgating and then not having tickets and going down to a bar and drinking and eating and being in a warm bar. I mean, although in September it's probably not going to be too bad, but some of those November games.
Oh.
Or the October.
Frozen boner.
Yeah, it's just so much. Because sometimes, like if you tailgate all day, especially my old age, the past couple games that I've tailgated all day and I've gone into the game, I've fallen asleep during the game.
Oh, yeah, I know. Because you can't drink in there.
Can't drink, and your buzz wears off, and you're like dehydrated, and you're tired, and like
you're sleepy.
Sitting in the seat, yeah.
Warm, cold, sleepy. I don't care about this game. I want to go drink more. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
That's me every time. So, yeah, that's what we'll do.
Do we have anything planned, or are we just kind of flying by the seat of our pants like we've always done?
Yeah, I mean, that's, what we're good at. We, we'll all meet at my place, and then we'll just take one car.
And then just figure it out.
Yeah. Maybe, we'll find some girl. We'll sleep at their place, wake up in the morning and just drive back.
Yeah.
Back to Milton. Is it Milton?
Milroy.
Milroy.
Where is that?
That is perfect. I mean, you've said a million times, where's Milroy? Do you know what Google Maps is?
No, what is it, John? John, it's more of a figure of speech per se. The fact that I'm saying where the fuck is Milroy because it's in the middle of central Pennsylvania. Where is it? Like, where is it? Does it exist? It's probably one of those small ass towns off of 80, right?
I am so excited for some, inbred Western Pennsylvania culture.
Oh man,
Milroy. Let's find out their population.
Well, we stayed, I think, at Center Hall. Last year, we stayed at Alan rented a house. We stayed, dude. I don't think I told. Well, we weren't doing the show back then because I was still working. It was actually the game was a week before. I was in Penn State at the game on the weekend before Halloween, and I got let go the day before Halloween. So it was like 6 days later that I got let go from the Bone, and we rented a house, and we stayed at the house. We were in Center Hall, which is pretty much the middle of nowhere. And we were at the game, that night game. I think it was, Ohio State. And we were losing at halftime. So everybody collectively, even though we each paid like $100 a ticket, we were like, let's just get going. Let's head back. We're all old, retired. Let's go to a bar. So we went to the one bar in Center Hall. And it was one of those bars, luckily it was Penn State oriented, it's not like I was walking into like the backwoods of Kentucky. So like, even though it was hick, there were still like Penn State fans, local, so they were in there watching the game. So
They've
we were
seen a black person.
Yes, maybe one
on TV.
On TV, yeah. So but it was one of those things where like the record stopped a little bit when we walked in because everybody was kind of like there, knew each other, and like drinking their PBRs, and we walk in and we're like, and We watched the game there, and that's when Penn State started to catch up. And we're like, son of a bitch, we left the game to come here.
Oh.
But whatever, we were closer to where we were staying anyway. But I can picture that's what's going to happen with us. There'll be one bar in wherever we're going, Milroy. Are you looking where it is?
Guess the population of Milroy.
What, 2,000? Wait, no, 1,200.
Wow, you're really close. But in the year 2000, there was 1,386 people in Milroy, Pennsylvania.
Oh man,
dude, this is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to hit the high life.
So when you think about it, if there's like a family of four, that's like less than 400 families. Like if say the average family is like 4 people, that's like less than 400 families in Milroy. Is it?
I can't do the math. Hold on. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to find out the coolest, hippest town.
How far is it from State College? Can you do that?
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
At the most.
Why did you get a hotel? Why are you going to Milroy first? Why are you there? Why?
I told you all of this.
No, you never told me any
You
of this.
just don't read the emails.
Maybe not. I pick out key information.
I know. I do the same thing. It's 20 minutes.
Bothered with useless details.
20
okay, 20 minutes.
12
How many miles?
12 miles.
Oh, that's not too bad. We can walk. It's like walking back to State College Park.
No way, man. We're going to meet some chicks and sleep over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Milroy. Now, what was the question?
Why?
I have a client out there at Mount Nittany Medical Center. It's like, on campus. And obviously, since it's Rutgers weekend, the hotels have been booked up for quite some time. So they had to push me out a little into Milroy. And I'm telling you, it is going to provide for the greatest adventure 3 boys have ever had. It's like a Stephen King novel.
3 young boys go out into Milroy. Will they make it back to State College?
Milroy House. What is this?
So wait a minute. Did you pick this weekend to go out and visit this client, or it just so happens that it falls on the same weekend?
I actually picked this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Because not only am I going to see Mount Nittany Medical Center, University of Pittsburgh Medical Center is going to be tailgating, and they invited me to their tailgate. So we'll definitely be hitting that up. I'm sure it'll be amazing. They're like hardcore fans, alumni, I think.
Of Pittsburgh at Penn State?
Yeah.
What? What does that mean? They're alumni of what? Pittsburgh or Penn State?
Like my client who works at University of Pittsburgh Medical Center.
Oh, they're Penn State alumni that work at
Yes, her parents and their family are Nittany Lions.
Oh. I think we should set up our own 3-person tailgate. We'll bring a folding card table.
And play dominoes.
Yeah, we'll sit there. Yeah, we'll play dominoes. We'll put a keg under it, and we'll just tap the keg all day, and then that'll be our own little tailgate.
That sounds wonderful.
We'll get Mike to see if he can smuggle us some dominoes from his old job.
Now, what bars do you need to see?
There's no bars in Milroy. What are you talking about?
Milroy and State College, you son of a bitch.
What do I need to see? I don't need to see anything.
Which ones do you want to go to?
Well,
because Friday night we're gonna go strong. Now that it's a night game, that's awesome.
We don't sleep in a little bit.
We want to get up.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm gonna need to sleep a little bit. Yeah,
I know you are. You're an old man.
That'll be nice.
Bad. Build vacation. Even though at 7 a.m. I'm gonna start banging pots and pans over your head.
I will. I will throw you out.
Get up! I don't even want to see the start of this game. Start drinking now.
Oh no!
Well,
you know what the problem is, and we've talked about this dozens of times. It's the Friday night effect or whatever that we're going to be. It always happens with us. It happens with everybody that like all of our friends, but it's in particular us because we were such alcoholics. But we will get together, and Friday night we will blow it out completely. Whereas the rest of the weekend will just be shot because I personally will probably feel like total ass the rest of the weekend.
Well, look, I think the fact that it's a night game is really going to save us because we can sleep in and we can recover. And we don't have to rush into drinking. We can maybe go to what's that damn place, the Waffle House or whatever.
Yeah, good luck.
Grab a breakfast, stand in line for 45 hours, miss the whole game. We're still in line. Game's kicking. It's dark out. We're still waiting in line.
Yes, the place is closed down.
But you know what I mean? We can go, explore and get our blood flowing, walk around campus, take pictures, do the Tebow in front of, Old Main.
Yeah,
see the Willard Preacher. Now, why do you have sex unprotected? What do you use the pull-out method? Pull it out, put it on her. That's what you do. You're sick. He is amazing, that guy. I could never understand his message.
No, he didn't really have one. I think it was just more mindless blabber, and he was hoping somebody would actually listen. And then there was the idiots. He was an idiot, but then there was the idiots that would sit there and argue with him, like they'd take whatever he was saying personally,
yes.
And you'd have some hippie chick arguing with him, and It was like, oh, come on, whatever.
Just be entertained by him.
Yeah, exactly.
At the most.
It was fine, yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't know how that guy makes money though.
people like donate stuff. They make donations at a church.
For him,
I guess so. Yeah, like collections.
what a scary, scary process that is. I mean, and in case you don't know, well, you know, but any of the listeners will
Yeah.
know, Willard Preacher was a jackass, a guy that just stood out front of one of the buildings on the Penn State campus and would just preach mindless
In front of the Willard
blabber.
building.
In front of the Willard building, yeah.
Willard building. I always had a million classes there, so I heard him quite often, and I was imitating him all the time. He was so strange. He would preach the gospel basically, but then tell us he would be like, it's human nature to believe in a higher being. It's like, well, then wait a minute. You just contradicted everything you say.
Yeah, yeah.
He would just go back and forth, and I could never follow him, but I thought he was so interesting. And yeah, the people that would fight him were idiots. I just couldn't understand why they would get upset over what just some dope is saying. I did interview him for a documentary I made for like a film class.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. I did a documentary on how shitty the weather is in State College, and I interviewed my teacher, I forget, a couple other people, like my brother and the Willard Preacher. And he's like, well, the weather doesn't really affect me. It just affects how effective I can be, because the students don't want to stand out in the rain and the snow and the slush.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it must have been an
He
interesting
loved
video.
the spotlight. He loved his 15 minutes.
Was that an award-winning documentary that you made on the State College
I
weather?
did win. I did win in my class. I got best video.
God, I can't imagine what all the other retards.
Everybody hates the weather there, man. Those mountains, they're crazy.
Yeah, it was. Because I remember staying there over the summer. In the summers, it got really, really hot, and then in winters, it was just unbearable.
Yeah, and then it would get to be like 60 one day, and then it would snow the next day.
Yeah,
Like spring into summer, they were all just so weird.
there was no spring. Yeah, I just remember it was such a slow transition.
Yeah.
Winter to summer
Yeah.
there, man. But yeah, I googled restaurants in Milroy, PA,
Yes.
and guess the first three that came up.
Arby's, Applebee's, and Bennigan's.
Wow, you're close. Arby's, Subway, and Dairy Queen.
Wow. Those are restaurants.
Oh man, I don't see any. Wait. What we got? Smitty's. Oh, there's a Facebook page. Smitty's Sports Bar and Grill, Milroy, PA. This might be our late night hangout.
This might be the spot. What's it called?
It's got a
Smitty's?
Smitty's. Oh man, it's got a picture of a what are those little stock race cars? That's the cover page. You know you're hick when you have a one of those little what are those little cars?
Car.
The cars that ride around on the dirt tracks. The guy that got run over and killed a year ago.
Oh, I don't know.
What are they called?
No.
I forget what they're called.
Smitty's Bar and Sports Grill? Yes, Bar and Grill, Milroy, PA. Coming at ya. This is gonna be the best.
See how far this is from the hotel. What hotel? We can't be saying anything nice. It's got to be like a Best Western.
It is the
like,
Best Western.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be haunted. Oh yeah. What are those little stock cars? Whatever.
How far is that from?
Smitty's Bar and Grill Entertainment. Let's see who's playing that night. Yes, January 2015. Wait a minute. No one is playing Saturday and Sunday there. It's like they're not even open. Biff.
What's that?
Oh, I didn't know if you could hear me.
Oh yeah, no, I was just reading.
Smitty's Bar and Grill does not have entertainment on Saturday and Sunday. Are they not open on Saturday and Sunday? Saturday and Sunday?
Wait, what do you mean they're not open on Saturday and Sunday?
Well, they're like, oh, I guess it's because it's sports. That's why there's no. Okay, it's football. Duh.
I'm sure this is a real entertaining piece we're doing right now, but we're both zoned out on the Smitty's Bar and Grill Facebook page. You know what? Did you see the? Looks like they got a lot of beer on tap. Looks like the Sierra Nevada, Trogs, Stella Artois. Well, I think we got it. This might be our late night spot. You know, I mean,
We could play the Gauntlet.
see how far this is from. Do you know the address of the hotel?
We could do the Gauntlet. Yeah, it's Best Western, Milroy, PA. I'm sure they only have one. Sports Bar and Grill. Oh yeah, what are those funny cars? I forget. So they do have a Facebook page. That's nice to see.
Best restaurant.
You know,
Milroy, Nittany Milroy Inn. Dude, I think this is actually like attached to the plate. Dude,
no.
it's 1 minute away.
Yes,
a third of a mile.
Yes, this is perfect.
Dude, that is great.
That'll be Friday night.
This is the West Restaurant's at 5 Commerce Drive. The Smitty Sports Bar is 12 Commerce Drive.
Beautiful. Wow.
Dude.
Wow. See? It's going to work out.
Let's see how long it would take to walk.
How far is it?
8 minutes to walk. That's probably at a slow pace.
That's at a wobbly pace.
That's at a wobbly pace. So it would take us 5 minutes. With Mike's a pretty fast walker.
That's true. We'd have to keep up with him.
Dude, I think we should do that on Friday night.
Agree.
And then just get hammered there. And then Saturday night, get hammered downtown since we'll already be down there.
Yeah.
I mean, we could play it by ear, but I think that would be a great game plan because then...
Or maybe we just go...
early.
Yeah. See a couple places downtown, then go to the tailgate, then go back to Smitty's for the game. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
You know,
man.
that'd be playing it pretty safe. You know, not out late driving around. You know how the cops are there.
Well, the driving, yeah, that'd be. I mean, I can already tell you, I'm not going to be driving after drinking at all. I think we all have too much to lose by that.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know how available. I mean, now that Uber is happening, I mean, that might be a little bit more available.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, that might be
an option.
An option.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do Ubski. I like Uber. Totally.
So yeah,
Scoopski.
totally.
Ubski.
So Smitty's Sports Bar and Grill. Keep that on your radar.
Awesome. Huge. Perfect. I wonder what kind of food they have. It's really gross.
It's probably horrible.
I bet you can still like smoke in here.
Yeah.
15 Commerce Drive, Milroy, Pennsylvania. Oh, we should call them right now on Skype. Can you do that? 7.
Dude, they got New York strip, flat iron, ribeye, sirloin, Italian chicken, dill salmon.
Salmon?
Yeah, dill salmon.
Ooh, cheeseburger bud basket? What is that?
Club Dilla. All right, this is
bench warmers, triple crowns. This is going to be a great spot.
Yeah, I'm already feeling this.
I think Mike is really going to like it too.
They got a barbecue pulled pork burger. That's for Mike. He'll like that.
Oh, wow. Why would he like that?
I don't know. It's probably got buttered rolls.
Ooh, they got killer wings. Insanely buffalo.
Yeah, I think
Italian stallion.
This might be our place.
This might be the one. Now, wait, you're getting in Friday night, and Mike's getting in Friday night as well, maybe a little earlier than you.
Yeah, I mean, if I can swing it. See, the whole thing is Ben will be at school, and then at he'll go to like a daycare afterwards. You know, I pick him up from there because school goes till like 3:30. So if either my mom can get him, because Nat usually doesn't get in till like almost 8 o'clock because she's coming from Horsham. And
so
she leaves. What's that? What would you say?
So damn.
So yeah,
Horsham. I used to work in Horsham.
Yeah, and did you live in South Jersey? It's a little bit of a commute.
I lived in Manayunk, but it's not as far.
Yeah, so
that's a hike, man. Jeez Louise.
It's a hike, so it's a long day. So if I can have someone get him, you know, so he's not sitting there all night, I could probably just leave from work, and if that's the case, I'll be out at work 4:30. I should be able to get to there between 6:30, 7.
Beautiful.
So
yeah, that'll be cool. You'll jump the traffic, but no worries. I obviously understand, and we'll wait for you.
Well, I should hope so. I don't want to
be at Smitty's
by myself.
And we're going to go and we're going to do the gauntlet where you play every single game that they have in, darts, shuffleboard. Hopefully these guys, I would think might have a lot. It seems like they offer a lot. Smitty's Bar and Grill, man. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, let's mark that down. So we'll definitely have to talk further about it as the weeks approach. It's the 19th, right? So we got not this weekend. It's two more weekends, right?
Literally, I will be there 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. Now remember this: my flight Sunday morning, 8 a.m.
No.
Yes. So
Oh,
I'll just
wow.
set up Uber. No big deal.
Holy moly. 8 a.m.?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
And where are you flying out of? State College Airport?
State College Airport, one gate and one plane.
Oh, man.
They like skip me over a lake like a stone into Philly, and then I go Philly down to Fort Lauderdale.
Jeez. 8 a.m.
Dude, listen to this. I came home from Colorado. Did I tell you this already?
No.
Colorado, we were there this weekend. Greatest state in the world that I've ever seen. You belong there. You should live there or retire there at least.
That's
And
beautiful.
we left Vail at 9:30 in the morning on Sunday and got in to Florida at 3 a.m.
Man. Is that because I remember, I was talking to you on Google Chat Monday morning. You said you were like barely awake, barely alive.
Oh my gosh. I was like, it was crazy. It wasn't like necessarily jet lag because it's only a 2-hour difference, but it still was. Then we got delayed in Chicago for 2 hours. So we were just losing hours by like the chunk.
Ugh.
You know, all of a sudden, like where we live, the day was completely over and we were still just like stuck in an airport.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
sucks. Just total waste of a day.
yes. But Heather and I toughed it out. You know, like we did good. We had fun. We didn't kill each other.
Huh.
And it was really, dude, that state. Oh my gosh.
Just beautiful.
On the ride home, I saw a weed dispensary because, you know, we were there for like 48 hours. I didn't have time to do anything other than this wedding and, you know, take a ski lift to the top of this mountain and have lunch.
Nice.
So we're going to the airport, and you know the sign for like hospital? It's like a red cross,
Okay.
you know? Well, I saw that sign, but it was green. It was a green cross. And I was like, you know, Heather, look. And she's like, stop in. Because we were like ahead of schedule on our way to the airport. So I was like, I'm doing it. Because we were in Vail, and the airport, Denver's 2 hours away.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, we had to drive. So we had to be way ahead of schedule. And so I go in there, man, and it was like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory of weed. My eyes were bulging out of my head, like the things on the walls, the displays that they had set up. It was like these guys had just smoked or eaten something, or I don't know, put something in their coffee. The guy was like, here's this drip. It's our new favorite one. You put it in your coffee if you want a little wake and bake, man. And I'm like, sweet. And he's like, or this one, you know, if you don't want any crazy dreams, you put this in your tea. I was like, awesome. I hate dreams.
What?
So I was like, look, man, I'm in a rush, but I need something. And I want to try these gummies that I keep hearing about. They're like gummy bears. He's like, okay, here they are. Sourwana, bro. It's like 10 little gummy bears.
I can picture this too.
$20. The guy was from Jersey, amazingly.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
so, and I gave him the money, and he gave me, you know, grabbed the cash. Here's the stash, and I ran out of there. So I'm driving to the airport, and I'm like, how am I gonna get this
Jeez.
back into Florida without like causing commotion? Even though I don't know what the hell would happen. I'm sure nothing. You know, it's like candy. I just got to take it out of the bottle that says, you know, weed candy. So I have, you know, when you go to a wedding and you stay at a hotel overnight there, the bride and groom leave you like gift bags with stuff for like your hangover.
Yeah.
Also like some snacks, almonds. I took a bag of almonds, opened it, emptied out half, put the gummies in the almonds, shook it up, wrapped up the bag, put it in the bag that I checked, and the gummies are here in my fridge right now.
Got it through, huh?
Yes. I've smuggled narcotics.
Now,
A felon. Again.
Let me ask you this, though, because but even before marijuana started to become legal in certain states, couldn't you smuggle them in that form? Would anybody know? Like, there's no drug sniffing dogs or that are. I mean, like, unless you look totally like you're smuggling marijuana, or any type of drug. Like, would they know? Like, if you went through with
Food?
can you go through with food?
I mean, I did.
I thought you could bring food on a plane. Like, I remember bringing snacks and stuff on a plane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So how would they know whether they were regular gummies or marijuana gummies?
I mean, maybe a dog could smell it, but I don't know because I ate 2 of them. I've eaten 2 of them so far, and I gave one to my friend, and when he ate it, he was like, "Oh my gosh, it tastes so much like weed." And I don't remember them tasting like weed. I don't really remember them tasting like anything. I just kind of like gobbled them both separate times I ate them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he says they taste like weed, that they'd smell like weeds, then the dog would be able to smell it.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to have a dog there anyway.
So how do you bake? Yeah, you'd have to have a dog there anyway. Exactly. Because
Yeah.
I don't remember having like ever going to an airport where there was a dog like sniffing me down. But
Random, super random. And the funny thing is, I did see one, but
Really?
I wasn't worried about him. And he was like at a different security point than I was.
sniffing somebody else down.
See ya, doggy.
So how do you cook marijuana into a gummy?
I think you extract oil from it, the THC oil that's like in the flower, the bud or whatever.
So it's just
Or
the oil from the.
Yeah, it's the oil from the plant, and then you mix it in.
Huh? And they tasted all right.
Yeah, they tasted fine to me. I didn't really notice like that much of a taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. How many are you
It's kinda
supposed to eat?
The guy said, based on your average marijuana intake, I would eat one of them, and you'd be fine.
Wow.
So I was like, okay. So I ate one, and the plane ride was a lot easier. I ate it right before we got on.
Nice.
I was like, the plane ride was easier, and I slept like a rock. Slept like a dead person. And I woke up feeling so refreshed. And then after I had like a cup of coffee and I crashed from it, I was dead. And that's like when I was talking to you.
Okay. All right. So the effects are wearing off. Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't had any since, and I don't really think I'm going to take one again.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer smoking.
Yeah.
I'll probably give it to someone who might need them, actually need them,
Somebody with glaucoma.
The reason they're legal
Yeah.
in Colorado.
Somebody who has eye problems. Somebody has glaucoma.
Someone who has chronic neck pain, actually,
Yeah.
to be specific.
Well, my joints have been acting up recently, John, so.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So, Smitty's Sports Bar and Grill.
I think that's where it's at.
Wow, dude. Can you try to call Mike right now?
I don't know how.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew how, because I don't.
Well, is he on Skype? Let's get to let's find this out for next week. We'll get him on Skype, and he can only add to the conversation.
Yeah, for like the 1 week build up.
Yep.
1 week countdown.
Maybe we can get a live show going from Smitty's on Friday night. Maybe you can. You work your magic, didn't you? Book something. You're doing something next year for your other show. Why don't you call Smitty's and see if we can set up a live broadcast?
Yo, we interviewed Sean Kanan on Monday night.
I heard.
The guy from Karate Kid Part 3. It was really good, man. It was really good. And I was thinking that, like, we got to combine forces now. We got to make this part of the same umbrella, I think. That's my idea.
What are you talking? What do you mean?
Like, have the podcast, old Nerd 35, and the Brilliant Show all, like, under one outlet.
Oh, wow.
You know, like a network of shows, not just one show. Like
I see what you're saying.
Channels almost.
Yeah, all right.
I think it could be awesome.
And we can give Mike his own show.
Yeah.
His cooking. He can be a cooking show.
We already have a cooking person on our show. Podcastle. Mike could do late night snacks.
Yeah,
late night unhealthy snacks.
Late night snacks with Mike Nuasu.
Yeah.
You got to butter the bread.
I'm writing that down right
Yeah,
now.
write that down.
Late night. But yeah, man, I think we need to join forces.
All right, well, let's chat on that.
Yeah, man.
All right, Biff. Well, I'm going to go use the facilities. I've been holding my piss now for 15 minutes.
Oh, geez. All right, brother. Well, you have an excellent evening, and
You too. And I guess we'll.
touch.
That was a brilliant show, even though it smells funky. It's still fresh.
Go pee.
I love you, Biff.
Love you too.
See ya.
See ya.